With the pandemic, we had to move everything virtual this year, except for one element. So we're going to do all of the auditions, obviously the submissions, which end very soon on July 1st. We are going to do all the live auditions virtually on Zoom. We are going to do the top semifinalists virtually as well. The only thing we're not going to do virtually, even the show is going to be virtual, is we are going to record the top 10. When we get it down to the top 10 kids, we are going to take them to a location one at a time, maybe at the Agora or a stage location with a professional video crew and professional audio, so we can have a baseline. Everyone can have the same microphone, the same beautiful cameras. We can really make it look like American Idol. And that's gonna be very safe, just one at a time. And then the whole show's gonna be virtual until you show up at the end and we find out who votes for the winner. What I have found is that sometimes the song that speaks a lot to the student might not have an element that shows off their voice, which is a catch-22 because I want this song to mean something to the kid. To the students, this needs to be something you believe in. But also some of these students have incredible ranges, and I find the audience likes hearing, who are gonna be voting, they like hearing some range, they like to hear some emotion between that and telling a song. And what I found is the students who tell the story, whether it's heartbreak or excitement or fun, are the ones who end up moving forward because not only do they have beautiful voices, but they are moving us. And that is key. A lot of students just sing, they don't tell a story. Something like this as a high school student is huge. Our judges alone, we have Grammy winners, we have Broadway stars. This year we have Broadway star Telly Leung, who was just Aladdin on Broadway up until the pandemic hit. We have Broadway producers, we have Gina Vernacci, CEO of Playhouse Square. The connections of having these people know who you are. And not just that, but scholarships. Students don't realize how much $10,000, $5,000, $3,000 goes to college. College is so expensive, and this can eliminate a huge amount of money for you or your family, and we didn't have these opportunities. And right now, everyone's at home anyways. I mean, everything's been canceled. This is your one shot to do something here that we can do during the pandemic. So obviously the show is a fundraiser for Montifiore in Beechwood, and the reason it's so, I'm sure it doesn't need to be repeated, but it's, you know, it is a big change this year with everything going on and the amount of funds it takes to properly sanitize and all the extra precautions that the CDC requires these care homes to have require a lot more funding. And this is a fundraiser for Montifiore, and which is repeated every year. It seems like it's repetitive, but it's not. That music is the last thing when it comes to Alzheimer and memory care that most of these patients and these people remember. You have people who may not remember their family's faces, but can still sit down at a piano and play a song from 1940 something perfectly. And it is so perfect how the show of singing, young people singing, works with an aging care center at Montifiore and for memory care, which is what all this goes for.